Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So everyone's favorite bird, SYLPHIRA, is now out on VN server. We have some changes to her skills. Unlike Gwyneth, who was untouched, SYLPHIRA has some minor nerfs, but also one minor buff. Overall, it is not really going to change the impact of SYLPHIRA much for PvP, which was her main game mode, or even AFK stages. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and look at her ultimate ability, the change which happened. The haste boost, after activating her score, is increased from 25 to 30. A minor 5 haste buff increase only after you activate your score. It is not really too change, like it doesn't have much effect at all. But what does come as a nerf is her damage multiplier here is 150%. Previously it was 160%. So basically, after she casts her ultimate, she performs 5 musical phrases that they used to deal 160% damage each. Now they're doing 150% damage each. So overall 5 times 10%, that's a 50% damage reduction when she casts her ultimate, which is not that game changing because she already has such massive damage to begin with. It doesn't really affect much. She still has the same duration of her silence, which was the most game-changing aspect for PvP and even AFK stages. Silencing is so powerful, and also she's unaffected while she's inside. So in all ways, she's basically functioning the same, just some kind of like down tuning, but not very game-changing. Her punishing rhythm is exactly the same, no changes here at all, and it is a very powerful skill with that energy reduction and also pretty nice damage. Piercing silence, also it's exactly the same. There's no change here. And yeah, like it is a powerful skill, right? She's unaffected while casting. She knocks down enemies. It has a very long cooldown, and for that you will want to give her haste. Haste is going to be one of the best stats for SYLPHIRA. And so yeah, and she does get a minor increase potentially from her ultimate for that. Her hero focus is the same. Now here we have the other change, harmonic refrain, her exclusive skill. This has also been down tuned, okay? It was when the score plays, and the score plays after, basically after she activates it, which is when 12 beats are acquired. In PvP, it does take a bit of time. You can speed it up by casting interruption effects onto enemies, but basically it will take a bit of time to proc, but then when it does proc, the score will be dealing 20% of the enemy's maximum health. Now the thing is, for PvP, right, 20%, it used to be 25%, okay? And because the damage cap is really high, 1000% of SYLPHIRA's attack, basically it was never hitting the cap, and it was gated by however much this health is. So 25% to 20% of maximum health of enemies, it is basically reducing her true damage when the score plays by effectively, by 20% reduction, because from 25% to 20%. So this is going to reduce her damage output from the scores. However, these scores are not even going to be proccing that much. They hit 2 nearby enemies, and it's only after you collect all of your beats, and then it's going to proc every 8 seconds. So in PvP, like usually the fight is, you're going to get 1 score proc, maybe 2 score procs. Each of them is going to be dealing like basically 20% reduced damage compared to what she was on Pioneer. It isn't that game changing, honestly. Like, you're going to win the fight. You're going to try to win the fight from your silence and initial damage burst. That like sometimes you don't even need to get them to this point of even casting a score, and you've already basically decided the fight. And so even though this is a nerf, obviously, I just don't think it's going to be that impactful. It probably will not change much. And now she has added, because it was a bug, a visual bug, it was not on Pioneer server, but her level 4 enhancement, this is something I'm not the greatest fan of. I like the 20 crit, of course. Crit is great on any damage dealer because it increases the chance of landing the critical hit, which is going to be amplifying your whatever damage you strike them with by a good amount. So crit is nice. I like that. I would have loved it. I would have thought it would be so crazy if it was like crit and haste. Haste is the most desirable stat for SYLPHIRA due to her long cooldowns and normal attack based skills, which I'm going to talk about with the Supreme Plus. The range defense is not it, guys. For a damage dealer nuker, You don't want range defense. Like, even this is the problem with Perseus's +4 level refinement. It gives him crit damage resistance and like crit resistance or something weird, some tanky defensive stats. That's not what you want on a hyper carry. SYLPHIRA is a hyper carry. She just wants raw damage. Give her as much damage as possible. That is by as a byproduct gonna improve her survivability because it kills people faster. Range defense are not gonna do anything. Honestly speaking, I don't like this this stat, but I love the 20 crit. I would be so happy, and I would be really like honestly thinking about maxing her if this was another offensive stat. But this defensive one is like, oh, okay, you get one good thing, one kind of useless thing, in my opinion. And because range defense is not going to be the tiebreaker. If you don't protect SYLPHIRA like an Ulna, she's going to die anyway. So if you're going to protect them with Ulna, what use is range defense anyway? So basically, it's just going to be kind of a wasted stat. Anyway, she gets a lot of HP recovery when she, and she dispels debuffs on her every time she casts her score. But like, again, is going to be infrequent casting, and it takes a while to even begin casting to begin with. And so I just don't know how many times this is actually going to be proccing, usually in a PvP match, which is decided quickly. If it's a long stall fight, then you're going to get massive value. But yeah, and now her Supreme Plus is really big. This is honestly crazy. And I never really realized how powerful this is. So when her score is activated, so again, you're going to have to wait for that, which is collecting the 12 beats. Then she performs Tremolo to enhance her normal attacks. And this means every single one of her normal attack is going to be gaining 50 life drain, which is massive, and dealing extra true damage on each of these normal attack equal to 18% of the target's maximum health. So really, when you look at where the damage is coming from, it's all the Supreme Plus skill. After activating the score, like, yes, this damage has been slightly reduced, like, you know, the 20% rather than 25%, but this is just a one-time proc every 8 seconds. This is every single normal attack she does, getting 18% of the target's maximum health, which is almost as much as this, right? 20%, and also massive life drain. This is the thing that's going to be shredding people after activating her score. So overall, SYLPHIRA is looking like a beast for PvP. And also probably going to have AFK stage usage due to that silence effect, and also pretty high damage multipliers across the board. I think that she's a very strong hero. For Dream Realm, what we saw on Pioneer server, she was okay, but she wasn't in any top team. So most likely, you're not going to need her for PvP. It's going to be a very much like Athalia situation. Athalia, sometimes you would see in PvP like Neko Drake and very specific bosses, but generally speaking, the damage is just not really there. Like, SYLPHIRA probably has damage similar to like Velka. Both of them deal true damage very, very frequently, and they both are probably decent for Dream Realm, but not necessarily top tier or needed. And so that's probably going to be the case. She's just going to be a luxury hero, basically. PvP, whale toy. But I do think she is very strong for PvP. I just really wish, the thing that I don't even care really about these nerfs that much because they're not really big at all. This is the thing if this was an offensive stat here, man, this would be insane. But like, yeah, I don't know, and it's always now scary because Slumber Essence is a very limited resource. I guess you do have exclusive equipment reset tickets, but you only have so many, right, to actually be able to use. We're gonna get 3 for free. But like investing into a hero which then, you know, gets power crept, you can reset it, yeah, in the future. So probably, I think she is going to be on my radar for one of the heroes I do fully bring up there, because, you know, damage dealers are the ones who want the Slumber Essence the most, because it gives them that damage boost, right, from just the rivalry stats, and then also like some nice stat line. Unless it's like Perseus, and you're like, why are you doing, Perseus is like, why have they done me dirty by giving me the crit resistance? And this is a funny thing, because my viewer has Perseus Paragon 4. It's one of his favorite damage dealers for PvP, and even he has not leveled up his Slumber Essence past level 2. Because what is this? Crit resist, crit damage defense. This is not what you want for a melee hyper carry. You just want more damage. I mean, obviously there's some usage of it, but it just doesn't line up with what he's intended to do. What's his purpose? So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. But do rest assured, SYLPHIRA is not going to be the hero to be pulling for a majority of players. She's just a PvP whale toy. She might have some very niche Dream Realm usage, but like, that is not a reason. She's not going to be meta enough in Dream Realm. And people were wondering for Endless, there's no way, I'm telling you right now, there is no way that SYLPHIRA will be an Endless, apart from potentially Sarathiel boss, which works differently because he dies quick. All other bosses in Endless, you need HP loss damage. Like, do you see Velka in Endless? No, you don't. She has true damage. You do see really Shamir in Endless anymore? No, you don't. The true damage is not good enough for Endless Dream Realm. Sarathiel is a weird case. Who knows what's going to happen for Sarathiel, but like, basically I'm saying SYLPHIRA is not going to be meta for Dream Realm. Or very, very niche, and so not a priority to focus. Save your resources, build your contest, maybe finish building your gunner, because he's seeing a lot of usage in pre-endless Dream Realm, or just save up for that next hero, because more than likely there is going to be a Celestial support coming, and I'm predicting it this season, because the only Celestial if we look at the Celestials, like if you look over here, I wish you could sort collection. Can you filter? Oh, you can. Yeah, look at this. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11, right? And the only class which has not been duplicated here is support. So it is going to be a support coming next, almost definitely. They have followed this trend since the beginning of AFK Journey. There's going to be a Celestial support coming. The only question is it going to be the final one of this season, or is it going to be the first one of next season? But I'm predicting it to be the final one of this season, probably. So anyway, guys, hopefully this is helpful. Let me know what you thought about this and SYLPHIRA in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.